Very good morning to all of you. I welcome you all with my heartfelt thanks and gratitude. It gives me immense pleasure in welcoming Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. B.V. Singh, CMD MSTC, and keynote speaker, Mr. P.C. Pandey, Executive Director, DOC, Berlin area, Germany, and esteemed professor and researcher from across the world. Practitioners of sustainability, colleagues from the industry and academia, dear delegates and my dear students. I also especially thank Mohammad Sorabji, a teacher and a scholar and a great thinker from Murshidabad, and always a source of inspiration for India and Murshidabad. Thank you, sir. I also welcome all the faculties, Shubh Banerjee and others, and the faculty of India Murshidabad and the staff of India Murshidabad. This program has been made successful because of your contribution and great contributions. Sir, the concept of sustainable development, I agree what Dr. Giri has said, has received a growing importance and recognition. And to my mind, is the need of the hour. For the business enterprise, sustainable development means adopting business strategies and activities that meet the needs of the enterprise and its stakeholders today. If sustainable development is to achieve its potential, it must be integrated into the planning and measurement systems of business enterprise, which will not only contribute to the sustainable development, but also add up to corporate sustainability and society at large. That's why I think when we are talking about sustainable development, there are 4 or 5 types of sustainable development. Environmental sustainable development, market sustainability, corporate sustainability, environment sustainability, nation sustainability, global economy sustainability, and at the end, human mind sustainability. I would like to say here that once we talk about sustainability, the sustainability means sustain something. We want a high growth rate of GDP, say 10% per annum. In order to sustain the economic and development process in our country through the 5-year plan to achieve the goal and targets of the plan. It is possible only when we have a sustained growth rate of GDP not less than 8%. When we talk about high growth rate of GDP in the Indian economy, which is very important factor, we also need to remind ourselves that it is not possible until unless resources, natural and physical resources that the country has, both potential and actual, needs to be mobilized in an effective and efficient way by the corporate sector, by all the firms. And therefore, we economists may talk about the high growth rate of GDP that can be achieved by high growth rate of investment and savings. That is fine and fair enough. But this high growth rate in GDP must be matched by equitable distribution of resources, income and wealth in the society. Which means that the gains of the development of the economy and the society must be equitably distributed among the teeming millions in our country. Every human being on this earth should get the benefit of the global development process. Therefore, GDP might be a very good yardstick to measure in quantitative terms the development and economic prosperity of a nation and the world, but we should also think about gross national happiness, GNH. Bhutan is the one country that doesn't use the concept of GDP, uses the concept of GNH, gross national happiness. Happiness of mind, happiness in the society, happiness in villages, happiness of the people in the country and the citizens of the country is something which is very, very important. How to nurture happiness, how to create an enabling environment to foster the culture of happiness by working together in team towards one common goal, whether it is in village, whether it is in corporate sector, whether it is an institution, educational institution, whether it is for the nation. So therefore the responsibility of the politicians and the Prime Minister and everyone, Chief Ministers, is this, that we should think as a team. We should think for one target and the goal, what Steve Jobs said, which is there on the wall, that if your vision is clear and powerful, that will pull up not you but the nation also. It is in this context, precisely, I would like to draw your attention that this concept of sustainability strengthens the foundation of the holistic growth of the business ecosystem across the globe. With 5 principles, what Dr. Giri has rightly said, and I would like to remind also to all of you, and these 5 P's are very important principles. People, planet, prosperity, peace and partnership. Today we are living in an age where competition is the reality in the market. The firms are competing. Everybody, every individuals and institutions are competing for excellence in the market share. Firms are competing for increasing their market share. Individuals are competing for improving their competitiveness in the environment. All institutions, nations are competing with one another in the world in order to improve their competitiveness and get higher ranking in the global competitiveness report, so that can attract massive FDI into the country. The years of the current conference today that we are having now, which is rightly said, first international conference on sustainability development. The purpose of this conference is to disseminate the information and knowledge related to strategies for incorporating sustainable development principles to various management practitioners. I would not like to say anything, definition, etc. about sustainable development, but I would like to draw your attention that the first concept, the literature where this word was defined, was from the Brundtland Commission report in 1987. It is defined as a pattern of social and structured economic transformation. That is, development that optimizes the economic and social benefits available in the present without jeopardizing the likely potential for similar benefits in the future. Imperative optimality theory that is being taught in economics, and very famous theory by Pareto, that you cannot make happy without making others happy. It's a zero-sum game. If you want that the society should get maximum happiness, you have to think that your first task is to contribute and make others happy. The concept of the value chain was first introduced by Michael Porter in 1985 in his book Theory of Competitive Advantage, where Michael Porter said that the competitive advantage of the nations and the firms cannot be achieved by looking at a single firm in isolation. That it stems from the many discrete activities in designing, producing, marketing, delivering and supporting products and services. These days, you would be hard-pressed to find a major global company that is not pursuing sustainability or sustainable initiatives. Few lack a strategy for reducing greenhouse gas emissions. For example, market by the consumers. So if the consumer wants to spend money to buy any product, consumer asks the first question, how much satisfaction I will get out of my investment. And therefore, satisfaction that consumer gets is not measured in terms of the use of that product, but how much it will contribute to the society in terms of saving energy, emission, etc. So therefore, precisely keeping that in mind, when I joined this institute, the first thing that came to my mind that this MDI Murshidabad needs 3 important centers. We have opened up, for your kind information, 3 important centers are Center for Agribusiness and Food Processing, Center for Entrepreneurship and Startups, Center for Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning. The objectives of these centers are well defined by emphasizing the domain area where we are going to start, and we have started, the activities, research, programs, seminar and trainings, consulting for the corporate sector, for the government, the state government and the national government, as well as for the international agencies. I would like to remind you that I am basically fascinated by Bhagavad Gita, which is not by, it is my urge that I always get guidance by reading Bhagavad Gita every school. When I am talking about sustainable development, that you create a cause of your life, that you create a purpose of your life, focus your mind with evenness of mind, always and all the time, what Steve Jobs says, that focus, that vision, will sustain your mind all the time. So all the negative energy that you will get inside, which is but natural once human beings interact outside in the world because of external and internal influences. But once your mind is focused on your vision, on your goal, then you will achieve perfection in your through achievements and successes. And that is very important, what Steve Jobs and Lord Krishna and Bhagavad Gita say. But that is not possible when Lord Krishna says, that is not possible. If you alone fight the battle of your life, each one of us is fighting the battle of life. Each one of us is engaged in Mahabharata of life in the present system. How to become victorious in the present life of Mahabharata? Conflict, despair, anxiety, and troubles, and mind is disturbed. Lord Krishna says, that is the last shloka of Bhagavad Gita. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partho Dhanudhara, Tatra Shri Vijayor Bhute Dhruva Nidhi Mama. And that is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. The last word of Bhagavad Gita is Mam, the first word of Bhagavad Gita is Dharma. If you add the last word with the first word, the sentence becomes Mama Dharma, and that is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Mama Dharma means my responsibility towards myself, my responsibility towards my parents, my responsibility towards my village, to the society, to the nation, to the world, and to the God. And therefore, if individuals like managers, students, citizens of the country are conscious about Mama Dharma, my responsibility becomes accountable to oneself. And therefore Lord Krishna says that you focus your life on a particular goal and target, and then he says that victory is bound to happen in your life. The prosperity, the happiness, and the victories are bound to be there where there is a leader like Krishna and performers and workers like Arjuna. Wherever there is a coordination between a great CEO like Sri B.V. Singh and P.C. Pandey and great managers and employees that they are having in their organization. So I can assure you with this message of Bhagavad Gita that your company's share price will go up, shareholder values will go up, you will give maximum satisfaction to the shareholder, the net worth of your company will increase, and despite the capital deficiency that you face or any constraints that you face in your organization, we economists say constraint maximization. Even Bhagavad Gita says that let there be any constraints in your life or in society. But if your mind is focused, what Steve Jobs said, the maximization in society, in your corporation, sir, in everywhere is bound to happen, there is no doubt about it. With these words, sir, I welcome you all. I thank you all once again sincerely for coming across from all over India and different continents of the world to deliberate on the topic, and do wish all of you a great learning, knowledge sharing, and efficient networking and partnership towards synergistic outcomes, and do wish that wisdom gained herein will be implemented for the benefits of mankind, people, and the environment and the society at large towards global peace. At the end, I also like to see the young faces, the young minds, the students who are going to be the torch bearers of the nation. And right from sitting here in MBI Murshidabad, these young minds, these students, you can see their faces. They are very much enthusiastic, motivated to learn from us. And therefore, I really appreciate these young minds when they are so much interested to contribute to the society by way of engaging themselves in any activity, whether social, economic, workshops, seminar, and that's a great initiative. I thank you all.